Bank.
When it comes to helping you protect what's important to you, you can trust the licensed independent insurance agents at Klein Insurance of Hastings. No matter what type of insurance you need, from auto to home to farm and crop, Klein Insurance will get it covered. They'll help you find the right policy for your specific situation. Klein Insurance has been in business since 1959 and is locally owned. Same-day quotes are available. At Klein Insurance, you'll get years of expertise, attention to detail, and exceptional customer service. Klein Insurance, 710 South Burlington in Hastings. Call 402-463-1256.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
That ball is launched into the air way back. See ya! That is a home run. The count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's the ball hit in the left center field. That is a base hit.
You are listening to high school baseball on Extreme Sports. Now let's go to the field for today's game.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to high school baseball coverage here today on Extreme Sports. It's coffee and donuts today. An early start as Hastings High gets ready to take on the Waverly Vikings in a single 7-inning ball game here this morning at Duncan Field. I'm Mike Will, got the play-by-play for you today. Waverly coming in, a record of 8 wins and 4 losses on the season. Waverly has lost a couple of games due to the weather here recently. In fact, last weekend they were completely wiped out. They had games on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday all postponed, but they have come back nicely, and the Vikings have won their last 3 games in a row, beating Lincoln Standing Bear 3-1, beating Bennington by a score of 7-2, and then on Thursday shutting out Nebraska City by a score of 10-0. Going to be facing a team today in Hastings. Tigers are 4-8 on the season. Hastings has dropped their last 2 games. In fact, this week they lost to Seward on Tuesday 7-6, and then lost to Bennington on Thursday by a score of 9-8. So Hastings coming in 4-8 on the season. Waverly is 8-4, and again the Vikings, one of the tougher teams in the Eastern Conference, the Eastern Midlands Conference that Hastings is a member of. Waverly right now with a team batting average of .318. And on the hill, a team ERA of 2.14. So certainly one of the leaders in the conference, and Hastings will have their hands full here today. But we got the home game. We got a Saturday, had some rain overnight, but things are looking good. We're going to have 58 degrees here at game time. The winds will be blowing out of the south at about 17 miles per hour, so they'll blow in on the hitters today at Duncan Field. In addition to losing to Bennington on Thursday, we also lost our head coach. Blake Marquardt was tossed out of the ball game, arguing a call in the 5th inning of that game. So, according to the rules, Blake is going to sit out this ball game. So, Tom Johnson and the rest of the coaching staff going to take over the coaching duties today. We had a chance to sit down with Hastings assistant coach Tom Johnson.
I'll spend a couple of minutes with Hastings assistant coach Tom Johnson going to take over controls here today, Coach. In for Blake today. Feelings coming into the ballgame today?
It's nothing really different. I mean, it's next coach up. We always say it to the kids, it's next kid up. So now it's just next coach up, and we still have all our duties the same, and so it'll run smoothly today.
Yeah, you've had your hand on the team all year long and for the past couple of seasons, and have been on the field, so it's probably nothing new today, is it?
No. I've been calling pitches for 3 years now, so that won't change. Mainly the only difference will be some of the defenses we call. It may not be exactly the same as Marquardt, but it'll be pretty close.
Coming off of the loss the other day to Bennington 9-8, what did you see in that ballgame?
I saw a lot of growth. I mean, the kids stuck with it the entire game. We still had a few little mental errors, a couple physical errors that kind of cost us, but it didn't deter them from playing hard, and we fought till the end.
Seesaw battle into the 7th inning. I think he had a tying run on the base pad, just couldn't get it home. But all in all, not too bad of a game. Pitching stat did give up 13 base hits. A little concerning there, isn't it?
A little bit. I would say 9 or 10 of those were weak ground balls that just got through. So our pitchers were doing a job. They were getting ground ball after ground ball. It's just the ground balls found the outfield, and ours didn't.
The staff did not give up any walks throughout the ball game, so that's a bright spot, at least for the pitching staff. Gave up the 13 hits, but no walks.
Correct. They were in the zone all day long. They were spotting every single pitch. DeGott had all 4 pitches working. We brought Clayton in. I probably called the wrong pitch on the ball that went to the fence, so I'll take total blame for that. Then Ablett came in and just shut him down. We were just 1 run short.
7 hits for us offensively. Not one of our greater days hitting the ball. What'd you see at the plate for us?
We're getting better at that. We're making more contact. Our strikeouts are decreasing. We had a couple hard hit balls that just went right to them, and they had some weak balls that went to the outfield. I mean, that's just baseball.
All right, it's Waverly here today, maybe one of the better teams out of the conference, and it'll be a tough test today.
Correct. I think they're number 2 in the standings in the EMC. We're going to throw Tragan Way, who keeps the ball down. He's got 3 good pitches. If he does that, keep the ball out of the air and keep it on the ground, and we got a good shot.
So it's Waverly today, then next week into the conference tournament. So a real tough stretch for you guys after playing Bennington the other day, Waverly today, and then the conference tournament next week.
Yeah, we start off at Gretna on Monday, and then depending win or lose, we may have to go back to Elkhorn and then back to Blair. If we happen to lose, there's a possibility we get a home game, but I don't want to lose, so I'll take 3 bus trips.
All right, good luck today. Have fun out there.
Thank you.
Tom Johnson, the assistant coach for Hastings High. We'll have more after this. You're listening to High School Baseball on Extreme Sports.
If you experience air conditioning problems this summer, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a local, family-owned business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. They have a broad range of systems to choose from. Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
When it comes to helping you protect what's important to you, you can trust the licensed independent insurance agents at Klein Insurance of Hastings. No matter what type of insurance you need, from auto to home to farm and crop, Klein Insurance will get it covered. They'll help you find the right policy for your specific situation. Klein Insurance has been in business since 1959 and is locally owned. Same-day quotes are available. At Klein Insurance, you'll get years of expertise, attention to detail, and exceptional customer service. Klein Insurance, 710 South Burlington in Hastings. Call 402-463-1256
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
All right, back here at Duncan Field in Hastings as we get you set for some high school baseball here this morning. Hastings High and the Waverly Vikings. We'll get the starting lineups for you here today. For Hastings, we'll go this way. Clayton Arnold will lead off. He'll be the shortstop. Arnold with a batting average of .355 on the season. You've got Trenton DeGott out in right field today. He'll bat second. His average is at .310. Owen Ablett will be your center fielder. He will bat third. His batting average is sitting at .343. Ben Wibbles will be the DH today. His average at .273. Zane Thompson at second base. He'll bat fifth. His average is at .267. Peyton Drake will be at third base. He'll bat sixth. His average at .207. Dom Monty is back in the starting lineup here today. Monty has been out the past couple of games with an injury, but he's back in there. He'll be in the left field today. His batting average at .286. He'll be in the number 7 spot here today. Nick Kavatinsky will be at first base. He'll bat eighth. His average .296. Jackson Brooks, the catcher, batting ninth. His average at .192. And again on the mound today, Tregan Way for Hastings. Way is 1-1 in the season. His earned run average is at 0.62. For the Waverly Vikings, they come in here. A mark of 8 wins, 4 losses on the season. Carson Malcolm will lead off. He'll be the shortstop. His batting average is sitting at .405 in the season. Cy Dewing will be your pitcher. He will bat second. His batting average is at .500. They got some guys up and down the lineup with some pretty impressive numbers here. Dewing is at .500. His record on the mound, 1-1. 1.97 is his earned run average. Cody Nieheiser is their leading hitter. He's the right fielder. He'll bat in the number 3 spot here today. His batting average at .571. Zach McElhose will be your center fielder. He will bat fourth. His average at .333. Colt Kirchhoff will be behind the plate, the catcher. He'll bat fifth. His average at .258. Tyler Gilsdorf will be your first baseman. He'll bat sixth. His average at .243. Crew Verkamp will be your left fielder. He will bat seventh. His average at .242. Caleb Ryan will be your second baseman. He'll bat eighth. His average at .294. Then the third baseman today will be Trevor Rosler. His batting average is at .219. Out in right field for Waverly today is going to be Braxton Culver. And they scratched him. He was a late scratch out of the lineup. So just 9 guys officially in the lineup. Originally, Nienheiser was going to be the DH, but he'll take over in the right field. A late scratch there for Culver out in right field. So it's Hastings and Waverly going here today. We got the first pitch coming up. You're listening to high school baseball on Extreme Sports.
If you're planning to build a new home or add an addition to your existing one, trust the experts at Gangwish Construction. From general contracting, basement pouring, to bathroom remodeling, concrete work, and deck building, they handle it all with precision and care. They take pride in doing the job right the first time, every time. Contact Jeff today at 402-460-0013 and experience quality craftsmanship with Gangwish Construction.
All right, the playing of the national anthem. As you can tell, the winds are picking up, and they're expected to pick up throughout the day today. They're going to be blowing right at us out of the south. They're 19 miles per hour here at game time. They're expected to increase throughout the day. In fact, I was reading some weather reports before I came out here. We can have wind gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour in Hastings later on today. Hopefully we'll get the game in before then, but the winds are expected to pick up, so we'll deal with that here today with the winds blowing in on the hitters. It'll be Tregan Way getting the start for Hastings. Way has made a couple of appearances for the Tigers so far this season. In fact, he is 1-1 on the season. 0.62 is his earned run average. Way so far has thrown 11 1/3 innings. He has given up 8 base hits and 3 runs, only 1 earned, 3 base on balls, and 8 strikeouts for Tregan Way. So Tregan gets the call. He's making his 4th appearance of the season, a right-handed thrower here for Hastings High. So the Tigers and Waverly going here today. Waverly again 8-4 in the season. They've won their last 3 games in a row. Hastings coming in a mark of 4 wins and 8 losses. They have dropped 2 games this week to Seward and to Bennington. And 58 degrees will be our game time temp with a mostly cloudy sky here today. Tigers defensively, Nick Kabatensky over there at first base. Zane Thompson will be at second base. Clayton Arndt will be at shortstop. Peyton Drake will be at third base. Dom Monty back in the starting lineup. He'll be out in left field today. Owen Ablett will be out in center. And Trendon DeGott will be the right fielder. Interesting note, the same umpiring crew that ejected Blake Marquardt from the ball game on Thursday, the same umpiring crew we've got here on Saturday. Hopefully things go a little bit better for Tom Johnson and the rest of the coaching staff. It's kind of a coaching staff by committee here today. Tom Johnson, Casey Onuka, Nate Story, Justin Musgrave. They're all going to share the coaching duties, but we had a conversation in our pregame with Tom Johnson, and he was the guy who came out for the home plate umpiring meeting there at the start of the ball game. So anyway, we're underway. It's Waverly up to the plate. This is Carson Malcolm, the shortstop, to get things started. He'll be a right-handed hitter. Again, Waverly very good at the plate. The Vikings with a team batting average of .318 on the season. So this is Malcolm. He's got a batting average of .405 individually. He hits that ball right to Kabatensky at first base. He goes over and touches the bag, and a good start there for the Tigers as Malcolm hits it right to our first baseman, and Kabatensky goes over and touches the bag to record the out. Coming up there next is going to be Cy Doing. Doing is the pitcher for the Vikings. Doing with a batting average of .500 on the season. He's got 2 base hits and 4 trips to the plate. He hasn't had a lot of opportunity here at the plate. He's got 3 runs scored, 1 RBI so far this season for Cy Doing. Way throws a pitch to the plate here. It's going to be in there for a strike, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Doing has got a couple of walks so far this year, and he's got a strikeout. Waverly has walked 49 times so far in their 12 ball games, and they have struck out a total of 69 times. There's a swing and a foul ball down the third base side. High school baseball here today. Adams Central was in action yesterday. The Patriots played in Norfolk, a Class A opponent, and Adams Central losing to Norfolk yesterday by a score at 3-1. Adams Central now 8-5 in the season. Patriots will host Seward coming up next Tuesday. That'll be a 4:30 ball game, a contest you'll be able to hear right here on Extreme Sports. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cy Doing, the number 2 hitter in the batting order for Waverly. 1 man out. Next pitch by Way is going to be outside for a ball. And it is now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cody Nienheiser, the right fielder, is due up there next. He's their leading hitter on the team. Here comes a 3-2 pitch. That ball's going to be hit to center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. First base hit of the ball game for Waverly. They hammer that one out to center field. Picked up out there by Owen Ablett for the Tigers. Coming up there next is going to be Nienheiser. Nienheiser is a left-handed hitter. He leads the team in most of the offensive statistical categories, like in batting average, like in runs scored, in hits, in RBIs, in doubles, and in home runs. .571 is his batting average. And the pitch is going to be down low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Nienheiser has got 20 base hits in 35 trips to the plate, 11 runs scored, 12 RBIs, 3 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs. So over to first base, not in time. That's a Dewing back in there. Waverly base stealing this year. They've got 30 stolen bases. Dewing over there at first base has got 3 of them. He's got a good-sized lead. Wade throws over there, and the throw's not going to be in time. 1-0 is the count here to Cody Nienheiser, number 3 in the batting order. A single 7-inning ball game for us here today. High school baseball with Waverly and Hastings High. We're in the top of the first inning. Nienheiser waiting on the pitch. It's going to be outside down low. There goes the runner, and he's going to be in there safely. No problem. Dewing gets the stolen base. A throw down there from our catcher in Jackson Brooks, but a good jump there at first base. Dewing in there easily, although he's got the head first slide down there at second. He moves into scoring position. And the count here at the plate, 1 ball, no strikes on Cody Nienheiser. 1 man out. There's the next pitch by Way. That's going to be outside and down low. 2-0 is the count. Waverly has scored 330 runs so far this year in 12 games. Again, they got a team batting average of .318, so they're going to put the ball in play. They like to score runs. There's a high fly ball out towards center field. Ablett moves over to his right to grab the ball. The runner's going to tag at second base. Here comes a throw in, not in time. So Nienheiser is going to fly out to center field. That moves the base runner along from second to third. And now they're going to say they've got him at third base. All right, so maybe he left early at second base, but they have got him at third base, and that's the third out. So, interesting call right there in the first inning out of this crew. Anyway, we get out of the inning. Evidently, Dewing left a little bit too early there on the fly ball to center field, and he is ruled out at third base. So, Waverly, they score no runs, 1 base hit. No errors on Hastings, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the first inning with a score. Hastings nothing and Waverly nothing. You're listening to high school baseball on Extreme Sports.
Hi, I'm Mitch Stellick from Stellick Law Firm in Grand Island. The lawyers of Stellick Law Firm have over 90 years of combined legal experience. Our firm specializes in family law, personal injury, probate and estate planning, as well as real estate and corporate law. Stellick Law Firm believes in getting to know our clients and finding the best way to serve you. Call us today at 308-675-4035 to schedule your appointment. Stellick Law Firm is ready to work for you. Let us be your voice.
Five Points Bank has been your hometown bank for over 40 years, and now you can take us wherever you go. Mobile Deposit allows you to deposit checks from your smartphone or tablet with our free business banking app. And never pay for an ATM charge again with our MoneyPass app. It maps out ATMs near you that won't charge a fee because of its partnership with 5 Points Bank. We're here to serve you in person and online, and that's why we're the better bank.
Sundays are meant for relaxation and indulgence, and there is no better place to do it than at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Enjoy the Sunday brunch buffet from 10 to 2, where you will find an irresistible spread of breakfast favorites that will make your taste buds dance. Choose from fluffy pancakes to sizzling bacon, fresh fruits, and so much more. It is all you can eat and all you could ever want. Make your Sundays special with the brunch buffet at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park. It is the perfect way to unwind and savor the flavors of the weekend.
All right, back here at Duncan Field as we head to the bottom of the first inning. So Hastings gets a break there in the first. Running from second base, leaving early on the fly ball to center field. Hastings gets out of the inning with no damage done here. So the Tigers will come to the plate. This is Clayton Arnold going to lead things off. Arnold with a batting average at .355 on the season. And Waverly sending out Cy Doing to the hill today. Doing is a left-handed thrower, and he throws a strike in there at 3 balls and 1 strike. So Cy Doing is your pitcher for Waverly. He's got a record on the season. Let's get back to action here. That's a ground ball in the infield to the shortstop, and Clayton Arnold is throwing out of the play. 1 up, 1 down here for the Tigers. Doing 1-1 in the season, 1.97 earned run average, making his 4th start of the season for the Vikings. Doing 10 2/3 innings pitched, 9 base hits. He's given up 8 runs, 3 earned, 4 baseline balls, 9 strikeouts. There's Trenton DeGott at the plate now for Hastings High. He shows bunt here and pulls it back, and we'll take a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Hastings nothing and Waverly nothing. High school baseball coverage here today. A little coffee, a few donuts here to get things started. An early morning starting time for us here today at Duncan. Trenton DeGott batting average at .310 on the season. He swings and foul taps out one. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Trenton DeGott. He's got 9 base hits, 29 trips to the plate, 6 runs scored so far this year for DeGott, 4 RBIs. He's got a double for his extra base hits. Waverly staff was arguing the call in between innings there with the umpiring crew. And you got to be careful with this crew. That's the same crew that tossed Blake out of the ball game on Thursday. But the coach was evidently satisfied, had a grin on his face as he went back to the first base dugout, shook the umpire's hands, and everything was all hunky-dory. Trenton DeGott heads out of the bag at first base on the baseline balls. Here comes Owen Ablett to the plate next. Ablett with a batting average of .343 so far this season. Ablett has got 12 base hits in 35 trips to the plate. He has scored 7 runs. 4 RBIs for Owen Ablett. He's got 3 doubles for his extra base hits. Trenton DeGott is now your base runner down there at first base. DeGott with 1 stolen base so far this season. Hastings High with 13 stolen bases as a team. 13 stolen bases in 12 games. 1 ball and no strikes here to Owen Ablett. There's a bunt laid down. It's going to be foul on the third base side. 1-1 is the count. What do we got? We got Casey Onuka down here in the third base coaching box, and we've got Nate Story over here in the first base box. Tom Johnson in the dugout. That's the coaching assignments with Blake Marquardt on the sidelines here today. 1 ball and 1 strike to Owen Ablett, left-handed hitter for the Tigers. DeGott is down there at first base. Here comes the pitch. Comes inside, nearly hits Owen Ablett, but he leans away from that one. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 is the count. Hastings College baseball team yesterday dropped a couple of games to Waldorf, 2-1 and 17-5. Hastings playing another doubleheader over in Forest City, Iowa today. Action back gets underway here. They're underway right now. Got underway at 11 o'clock this morning. 3-1 is the count to Owen Ablett with the base runner on at first base. Here comes the pitch to the plate. That's going to be inside as well. No, they're going to call that one a strike. Well, we'll figure out the strike zone here today. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Owen Ablett. Ablett in the left-hand batter's box. He has struck out 7 times so far this year. Hits that one back to the mound. He throws it over to first base. That's going to be in time. Moves the base runner along to a second base. Ablett is throwing out from pitching to first. Here comes Ben Wibbles to the plate next. Ben Wibbles coming to the plate here for the Tigers. Wibbles with a batting average of .273 on the season. Wibbles has got 6 base hits in 22 trips to the plate. He leads the team in RBIs with 7. Got 7 RBIs in just 9 games played here for the Tigers. The pitch is going to be outside to him. 1 ball and no strikes. Wibbles with 3 walks. He's got 3 strikeouts so far this year. Watches that one. That's going to be in there for a strike on the outside corners. Now 1 ball, 1 strike to Ben Wibbles. Hastings with a base runner at second base. That's Trendon DeGott. Here comes the next pitch. That's going to be fouled away. Back to the backstop, and the count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hastings College softball was supposed to play Morningside today. However, those games were moved to Sunday earlier in the week when they checked out the weather forecast, and it looked miserable for today. Next pitch is a breaking pitch. It's going to miss outside. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the Hastings College Morningside doubleheader tomorrow, 1 o'clock out at the Smith Complex. We'll have the action on Extreme Sports beginning with the pregame at 12:45 tomorrow afternoon. There's the next pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. And now Ben Wibbles has worked the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 men out for Hastings here in the bottom half of the first inning. No score between Hastings and Waverly. There's a ball hit to right field. Nienheiser comes in and makes the catch, and the inning is going to be over as Ben Wibbles is going to fly out to right field to Cody Nienheiser. So the Tigers move a man into scoring position at second, but they can't get him home, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. We go to the second inning with a score, Hastings nothing and Waverly nothing. You're listening to high school baseball on Extreme Sports.
Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab, 207 South Burlington, is the place for all your rehabilitation needs. PTSR offers a wide variety of services, including orthopedic, neurological, and sports injury rehabilitation. A certified hand specialist is available for the more delicate upper extremity injuries. Warm, aquatic therapy, and balance training is also available. PTSR has a strong industrial services division providing physical and functional capacity testing, as well as drug and alcohol screening. Please visit our website, ptsrhastings.com.
Did you know that one of the most important financial protections that you can provide for your family is to have a will? Stellick Law Firm in Grand Island can help you provide and make your last wishes known when your family is at its most vulnerable time. Call Stellick Law Firm today to get your estate plan completed. Stellick Law Firm is located in Grand Island, and you may call us at 308-675-4035 to get your estate plan started today. Stellick Law Firm. Let us be your voice.
You are listening to high school baseball on Extreme Sports.
All right, Mike Will back here at Duncan Field in Hastings. No score between Hastings and Waverly. Here comes the center fielder, Zach McElhose, coming to the plate here for Waverly. The pitch is going to be in there for a strike to the inside corner. Just looking in on the Hastings College game, it's in a weather delay. They haven't got started yet over in Forest City, Iowa. So you look in, it is pouring rain in Forest City. So the Broncos and the Warriors were expected to play 2 games today after playing 2 yesterday. Right now it's pouring rain in Forest City, Iowa. So the first game of the doubleheader today being delayed by rain. McElhose fouls away the first pitch here for Waverly. Tregan Way is the pitcher for Hastings. No balls and 2 strikes to McElhose. Here comes the next pitch by Way. That ball is going to be hit out to right field, and it's going to be grabbed there by DeGott for Hastings. Trinity DeGott grabs that ball out in the right field. And now Colt Kirchhoff is going to come to the plate next. He is going to be the catcher. .258 is his batting average. And the winds are blowing at 17 miles per hour out of the south right at the hitters here at Duncan. So that's going to take something to jack one anywhere past the outfield today. Winds are expected to pick up throughout the day today is what they tell us. First pitch is going to be in there for a strike, and Colt Kirchhoff right-handed hitter. Here comes the next pitch. That's going to be fouled down the right field side. And the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Just underway, Hastings and Waverly here today. High school baseball on Extreme Sports. Tyler Gilsdorf would be next here for Waverly, swinging the bat in the on-deck circle. There's a ball hit out to right field. Monty backs up. He settles under it and makes the catch. So Colt Kirchhoff is going to fly out to left field here. And now Tyler Gilsdorf is going to come up there next. He is the first baseman. Gilsdorf with a batting average of .243 on the season. Gilsdorf has got 9 base hits and 37 trips to the plate, 3 runs scored. He's got 3 RBIs, no extra base hits for Gilsdorf. Taps out, went out in front of the plate, grabbed there by Way as he throws it to first base, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Waverly here in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second with a score. Hastings nothing and Waverly nothing. You're listening to High School Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
Looking for the place in Hastings where people go for great food and good times? Head to Bullseye's Sports Bar and Grill. For more than 25 years, Bullseye's has been a Hastings institution, the spot where friends gather, games are watched, and memories are made. And every night of the week brings a can't-miss special. Tuesday features the pork ribeye. Wednesday is legendary wing night, crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Thursday is the chicken buffet. Come hungry. Friday is pick your protein with your entree cooked to order plus all-you-can-eat sides and the salad bar. And Saturday wraps it up with steak specials. Great food, great atmosphere, and a Hastings tradition for more than a quarter century. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd and Hastings.
All right, back here at Duncan Field in Hastings as we head to the bottom of the second inning. No score between Hastings and Waverly here today. This is Zane Thompson at the plate here for the Tigers. We'll have 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. Thompson, Drake, and Dom Monty. And here comes the pitch by Doing. It's going to be outside for a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. So Hastings will play in the conference tournament next week after playing Bennington and Seward this week, and now Waverly, 3 games this week, and hopefully a long run in the conference tournament next week. So an important stretch for the Tigers here. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Zane Thompson. There's one that's going to be fouled away. First base side out of play. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Zane Thompson. Get Hastings College softball tomorrow against Morningside. 1 o'clock start, doubleheader out at the Smith Complex. We'll have the game for you here on Extreme Sports beginning at 12:45. Next pitch is going to be inside on Thompson. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Zane Thompson, right-handed batter. Here comes the next pitch. That ball is going to be popped up over here toward the third base side. Now behind the plate, and it's going to be caught there by the catcher. Kirchhoff grabs the ball there for Waverly. Looked like the ball was heading toward the third base dugout, but with the wind, it kind of blows it more behind the plate. And Thompson is going to foul out to the catcher here in the second to lead off things. Peyton Drake is going to come to the plate next. Drake is the third baseman. And the pitch is going to be inside for a ball, 1-0. Is the count to Peyton Drake. 207 is his batting average on the season. 6 base hits, 29 trips to the plate, 2 runs scored. Drake has got 4 RBIs so far this year. He's got some extra base hits. He's got a double, and he's got a triple so far this year. 2-0 is the count to Peyton Drake. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. Now 3 balls and no strikes. Drake has walked 1 time so far this year. Now he's walked 2 times as the pitch is going to be inside for a ball. He's struck out 9. Peyton Drake gets a base on balls here in the second inning. Tigers get their second base runner of this ball game. Dom Monty is going to come back to the plate here for Hastings. Monty has missed, 4 games this year. He's coming off of the injured list. Back in the lineup. Shows butt. Now a throw down to first base, not in time. That pitch to Monty was up over his head. He had to take cover. Yeah, he heads down to the carpet here, and then a quick throw down to first base, not in time to catch Peyton Drake. So the count 1 ball and no strikes to Dom Monty. Drake is down there at first base. Next pitch is going to be inside again. 2 balls and no strikes. Cy Doing is the pitcher here for Waverly. Left-handed thrower. Working against the lefty at the plate here in Dom Monty. There's a bunt laid down third base side. A good one fielded there at third base. A throw over to first. It's going to be in time. The sacrifice works. Third baseman Trevor Rosler grabbing that one over there. Gets it over to first to record the out, but the sacrifice works. Monty moves the base runner along to second base. Nick Kabatinsky coming to the plate next. He is the first baseman. He's down here in the number 8 hole. Kabatinsky with a batting average of .296 on the season for Hastings High. He smacks that one and sends it out to center field for a base hit. Runner advances to third base on the play. So Nick Kabatinsky, the first pitch that he sees, he smashes it out to center field. Runners are out at first and third base. Boy, look how shallow the outfield is playing right now with the winds blowing in. That's about as shallow as I've seen an outfield play here at Duncan in a long, long time. Jackson Brooks coming up to the plate next. Brooks with a batting average of .192 on the season. He's going to take a strike here. No balls and 1 strike to Jackson Brooks. Batting here for Hastings in inning number 2. Next pitch is also a strike. Brooks has got 5 base hits, 26 trips to the plate, 3 RBIs. He's got a double so far this year. Nothing in 2. Next pitch is going to be fouled away. Back to the screen. Count remains in no balls and 2 strikes. Jackson Brooks has got 0 walks this year. He's got 7 strikeouts. Runners are on at first and third base with 2 outs. Next pitch is going to be up high for a ball. 1-2. Got one of those plate umpires that kind of delays his call, so you got to wait a half a count here. There's a swing and a foul tap back to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Jackson Brooks. Clayton Arnold would be next. Hastings looking to break through here. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Hastings with the base runners out at first and third. There's the ball hit off with the glove of the shortstop into left field. Hastings is going to score a run. Jackson Brooks, he connects. Hit right to Malcolm there at shortstop. A little bit high. Malcolm had to elevate to try to grab that one, but it's off of his glove. And Jackson Brooks is going to drive home the first run of the ball game, and Hastings has got the lead here, 1-0. So Brooks is going to get aboard here. We'll see how they rule that. It's going to be a single. It's going to be a single for Jackson Brooks as he drives home a run. Drake comes in to score from third base. Hastings out on top 1-0. Kabatinsky moves over to a second base on the play. And now we're going to have a courtesy runner over there for Hastings. Brennan Chris is going to run at first base. So Chris not in the lineup defensively or offensively for Hastings today, sitting out again with an injury, but he's on the base pads now at first base. The runner, courtesy runner for the catcher, Jackson Brooks. So here's the top of the order up here in Clayton Arnold. And the pitcher's going to be in there for a strike. Hastings is broken through here. We've got a 1-0 lead. There's one hit right back to the pitcher off of his glove. He picks her up, throws it over to first base, and That is going to be in time, and that retires Hastings out of the second inning as Arnold grounds out to the pitcher. But Hastings comes up with 1 run here in the second. 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors on Waverly. 2 men left on base. We go to the third inning of play. Hastings has got the lead as the Tigers 1, Waverly nothing. You're listening to high school baseball on Extreme Sports.
If you're looking for auto glass work, call Auto Glass Experts of Hastings. They can fix your glass in just about anything from your car or pickup to heavy-duty repairs on your truck or farm equipment, tractors, loaders, graders, or semi-trucks. No other glass repair and replacement business comes close to the high standards of quality and customer service you'll find with the Auto Glass Experts. If you've just got a little ding in your windshield, they offer rock chip repair. Give them a call today at 402-463-0025 or stop in and see them at 405 West J Street in Hastings.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammered deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone!
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great! Let's be great!
We are Extreme Sports.
Back here at Duncan Field in Hastings, the Tigers have got the lead over Waverly as we head to the top of the third inning. Crew Verkamp is coming up to the plate here to lead things off for Waverly. He is the left fielder, batting average on the year, .242 for Verkamp, and he takes a swing here at a foul tap. Verkamp, the number 7 hitter in the batting order. We'll see Caleb Ryan coming up there next. Trevor Rosler is the number 9 hitter in this order for Waverly. And then back to the top here with Carson Malcolm if they can get things going. Hastings with a 1-0 lead over Waverly as we play in the third inning now. There's a scheduled 7-inning ball game here today. There's one hit to the outfield, and that is going to get down for a base hit. Picked up out there by the right fielder in Trenton DeGott. Verkamp is going to get a single here out to right field. Caleb Ryan is coming up there next. Ryan with a batting average of .294 on the season. Ryan has got 5 base hits and 17 trips to the plate. 3 RBIs for this guy. He's got a couple of doubles. He has scored 5 runs. Takes a big swing and a miss there. 0-1. Base runner down there at first base is Crew Verkamp. Verkamp with 3 stolen bases this year. Waverly is a team with 30 stolen bases in their 12 ball games. No balls and 1 strike here to Caleb Ryan. Waiting on the pitch from Way. Trigan's throw is going to be outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Nebraska baseball team, they played last night against the Oregon Ducks in Eugene. They lost 7-6. They're going to play again this afternoon at 2 o'clock. Nebraska down 26-8 on the season, 11-2 in the Big Ten. There's a pitch down low for a ball. There goes the runner at first base. He slides in to second with a stolen base. Verkamp gets a swipe here. Head first slide down there by Verkamp at second. Throw down there by Jackson Brooks was a little bit high, but Verkamp gets a good breakaway from first base, and he is in there pretty easily. Caleb Ryan has a count here of 2 balls and 1 strike here at the plate. Now he shows bunt. Leaves it out in front of the plate. Nice one grabbed there by Brooks. His throw down to first is going to be in time, so they move the base runner along. Ryan lays down a perfect bunt. Just falls in front of the plate. Picked up by Jackson Brooks. He throws the strike down there to Kapatinsky at first base to record the out. Verkamp moves from second to third in the play. Here comes the top of the order now, and Carson Malcolm to the plate next. Malcolm, he went to the first baseman to begin the ball game. Now he lays down a bunt Runner stays at third base. Brooks throws it down there at first, and it's not going to be in time. Not going to be in time down there at first base as Carson Malcolm beats out the throw on a bunt laid down in front of the plate. A nice bunt, first of all. Jackson, he didn't do anything wrong. He got out of the ball, got it down to first base. That was just a blazing speed there by Carson Malcolm as he's going to have an infield single on a bunt. Runner stays at third base. Cy Doing is going to come up there next. He is the pitcher. He had a single back there in the first inning, batting average of 500 on the season for Doing. There's a pitch that's going to be fouled away. 0-1. Waverly trying to tie the score. Hastings out on top here by a score of 1-0 in this ball game. No balls and one strike. There goes the runner at first base. The throw down there is not going to be in time. Now runners are on at second and third base. Runners are on at second and third base. This is Carson Malcolm at the plate. That was Rosler who got the base hit. Now we're back to the top of the order, and Carson Malcolm. Get my book straight here. Third inning, it's still early. No balls and two strikes to Malcolm with runners on at second and third base. Here comes the pitch. That ball's going to be hit. Back up to the middle. It's got to sneak through there for a base hit in the center field. One run scores. Here comes the second one to the plate. A two-run single there by Carson Malcolm. Hits that one right back up through the middle. The shortstop, Clayton Arnold, had a chance on it there at shortstop as he moved to his left toward the bag at second to grab it, but couldn't quite pull it in. It goes into center field. Grabbed there by Owen Ablett. And the Waverly scores a couple of runs, and now the Vikings go out on top of Hastings by the score of 2-1 in this ball game. So Carson Malcolm delivers a two-run single here in the third inning to give the Vikings the lead. Now here comes the side Doing to the plate. Doing again with a 500 batting average. He had a single his last time up there. So Verkamp got the single. Ryan laid down the sacrifice. Rosler then got the single. And now Malcolm, he gets the two-run single to give Waverly the lead. Now side Doing is up there. There's a ball hit to a second base, going to be fielded there. And the throw by Thompson over to first is going to be in time to catch Doing. So Doing is retiring the play from second to first. Now there's two outs. The runner goes to second base. He was going on the pitch anyway. Malcolm is in there safely at second. There was no chance at a double play, so Zane does the assured thing there and gets the runner over at first base. Runner is on at second now as Nienheiser, Cody Nienheiser, will come to the plate next. Leading hitter on the team. Flew out to center field his first time up there. And the pitch to him is going to be outside the strike zone. 1 ball and no strikes. 2-1 is the score. Waverly's got the lead. The count 1-0 here on Nienheiser with a runner on at second base. Tregan Way winds and delivers. That pitch there is going to be outside down low. 2-0 is the count with 2 men out. The Nebraska softball team, they beat Wisconsin yesterday 5-0. Those two teams playing their second game of a 3-game series at noon today. Huskers on the road at Wisconsin this weekend. There's a throw to second base. That one gets by Arnold. That shortstop is into center field, but the runner stays put at second base. 2 balls and no strikes here to Nienheiser for Waverly. Nienheiser again a batting average of .571 in the season. He's got 20 base hits and 35 trips to the plate. 12 RBIs, 3 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs. Bats here from the left-hand side. There's a ball that's going to be hit toward left field. It's going to be in foul territory. And the count 2 balls and 1 strike here on Cody Nienheiser. McElhose, the center fielder, would be up there next if Waverly can keep this going here. There's 2 outs in the inning. 2-1, Waverly has got the lead over Hastings High. Tregan Way working from the stretch now as he looks at the runner at second, fires one to the plate. Ball hit back up to the middle. That's going to be a base hit in the center field, picked up by Ablett. Runner is going to round the bag at third. He's going to score. And it's now a 3-1 ball game in favor of Waverly. So Nienheiser gets an RBI single here in the 3rd inning. That's going to bring home Carson Malcolm. And now Waverly with a 3-1 lead here over Hastings. McElhose is going to come up there next. So Gage down in the bullpen. Nobody's up and throwing yet for Hastings High. There's the ball ripped down the line at third base. That's going to be in foul territory. Drake watches that one go foul. No balls and 1 strike to Zach McElhose. .333 is his batting average on the season. He flew out to right field back there in inning number 2. The Tigers are scoring a run in the bottom of the 2nd. Waverly comes back and scores 3 so far here in the top of the 3rd inning. This one's scheduled for 7 here today at Duncan. 1 ball, 1 strike to Zach McElhose. Nienheiser is down there at first base. Here comes a pitch by Way. And that one is going to be in there for a strike in the outside corner. 1-2 as the count down to McElhose. This guy's got 13 base hits and 39 trips to the plate for Waverly. Way comes set, fires one to the plate. There's the ball. It's going to be hit out toward left field. Monty backs up, moves to his right, and finally grabs the ball out there in left field for Hastings. So Monty dancing out there, but he makes the catch out in left field, and the high fly ball by Zach McElhose. And the inning is over for the Vikings here in the 3rd. But Waverly grabs a lead. They scored 3 runs. 4 base hits, no errors on Hastings. And a runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning with a score. Waverly 3, Hastings 1. You're listening to high school baseball on Extreme Sports.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
At Bosselman Energy Companies, we take pride in being a trusted partner to our customers, a strong presence in the communities we serve, and a family business that truly cares. Founded in Grand Island in 1948, Bosselman Energy has grown into a diverse group of companies with locations across the Midwest. We supply local communities with essential petroleum products that fuel farms, power industries, and heat homes. With over 70 years of industry experience, Bosselman Energy remains committed to the principles that have guided us from the beginning, ensuring our continued success for generations to come.
All right, Mike Will back here at Duncan Field. Hastings now trailing Waverly. The score is 3-1. This is Trenton DeGott at the plate here for Hastings to begin the 3rd inning. It's going to be 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. DeGott, Owen Ablett, Ben Wibbles. Just got word that that rain I was telling you about in Forest City, Iowa, it's going to be too much. No baseball today between Hastings and Waldorf. So the Bronco baseball team will get to spend another luxurious, enjoyable night in Forest City, Iowa. They're going to play 2 games tomorrow. As the pitch is going to be down low for a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. I've been to Forest City, Iowa a couple of times and spent the night in Forest City a couple of times. Not a whole lot to do on a Saturday night for the baseball team to hang out. There's a pitch that's going to be in there for a strike. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Trenton DeGott. So no Hastings College baseball today. It was pouring rain a little while ago. They'll try to play 2 games tomorrow. There's a pitch outside. It's going to be a walk for Trenton DeGott. He gets a board here for the Tigers in the third. Owen Ablett is coming up there next. Ablett, 343 is his batting average on the season. It went back to the pitcher in inning number 1. Cy Dewing continues to throw out there for Waverly. There's a throw over to first base. That's not in time. Trenton DeGott is back in there. DeGott with 1 stolen base so far this year. He's got 1 of the 13 swipes that Hastings has recorded this year. There's a bouncing ball left side. It's shortstop. They grab it. Go to second base for 1. That's all they're going to get. Ablett's going to get a board on the fielder's choice. They'll chop down Trenton DeGott there at second base. Malcolm goes over to Ryan to record the out there at second, but no DP here. Ben Webel's going to come up there next. 1 man out for Hastings here in the third. Waverly's got the lead over the Tigers 3-1. Waverly with 5 hits so far in the ball game. Hastings with 2. There's a high fly ball out toward right field. It's going to be grabbed there by Nienheiser for the second out. Wibbles flies out to right. Zane Thompson going to come up there next. Thompson fouled one back to the catcher back in inning number 2. So he's 0 for 1 so far today. Batting average for Zane Thompson is sitting at .267 on the season as he steps in from the right-hand side. Pitch to him is going to be outside for a ball. Thompson with 8 base hits in 30 trips to the plate, 4 runs scored, 6 RBIs. So far this year, he takes a whack there and fouls it away. Back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thompson, 4 walks so far this year. 8 strikeouts. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Zane Thompson in the third inning. There's a throw to first. Again, diving back in there for the Tigers was Owen Ablett. We'll have Hastings College softball for you tomorrow from Smith. 1 o'clock starting time for Hastings and Morningside. 12:45 for the pregame show on Extreme Sports. Full slate of action again next week. Beginning with some high school stuff on Tuesday with Adams Central and Seward playing here at Duncan. Beginning at 4:15 on Tuesday here on Extreme Sports. As a pitch is going to be in there for a strike. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Thompson. Ablett taking his lead down there at first base. Here comes the pitch from Cy Dewing. That's going to be inside for a ball, 3-2. Thompson get aboard. We'll see Peyton Drake. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Oh, a called third strike there. Zane Thompson goes down a delayed called third strike there by Mr. Home Plate Umpire. That's going to be the first strikeout of the ball game. We're going to Cy Dewing. And he gets in here in the third inning. So Hastings, they score no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. We go to the 4th inning with a score. Waverly 3, Hastings 1. You're listening to high school baseball on Extreme Sports.
At Bosselman Energy Companies, we take pride in being a trusted partner to our customers, a strong presence in the communities we serve, and a family business that truly cares. Founded in Grand Island in 1948, Bosselman Energy has grown into a diverse group of companies with locations across the Midwest. We supply local communities with essential petroleum products that fuel farms, power industries, and heat homes. With over 70 years of industry experience, Bosselman Energy remains committed to the principles that have guided us from the beginning, ensuring our continued success for generations to come.
TLC Vet Care is pleased to serve Hastings and the surrounding area. The goal at TLC Vet Care is to provide you and your pets with the best veterinary experience possible. Everything from dentistry to surgery. They can also do x-rays, microchipping, vaccinations, wellness checks, nutritional counseling, behavior management, parasite prevention, spay, and neuter. Let Dr. Tammy Craig and Dr. Catherine Caston take care of your pets. Give them a call at 402-463-2899 or stop in to see them at 512 Eastside Boulevard in Hastings. We are here for you and your pet. TLC Vet Care of Hastings.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammered deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone!
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
We are Extreme Sports.
All right, back here in the fourth inning as a Colt Kirchhoff comes to the plate and immediately flies out to left field. So Colt Kirchhoff, number 5 with the batting order, flies out to left for the first out here in the fourth inning. Tyler Gilsdorf is going to come to the plate next. Tregan Way continues to throw out there for Hastings now. There's the ball. It's going to be hit again out toward left field. Monty is going to get a second chance in the same result as he grabs that ball. Tyler Gilsdorf flies out to left field. 2 up, 2 down here for Waverly. Tregan is now throwing 3 2/3 innings here in this ball game. He's given up 5 hits and 3 runs, all 3 earned. No walks, no strikeouts. We're at Tregan Way, letting the defense do the job here today. There's a Crew Verkamp coming to the plate next. Verkamp is going to watch the pitch come in there and take a strike. Verkamp had a single in the 3rd inning. That is stolen base, came around and scored a run. One of the 3 runs they scored in the 3rd. No balls and 1 strike here to Crew Verkamp with 2 men out. Next pitch is a breaking pitch that's going to miss inside. 1-1 is the count. So again, no Hastings College baseball today. Their doubleheader at Waldorf postponed because of rain today in Forest City. There's a big swing and a miss here. 1-2. Hastings College softball tomorrow against Morningside out at the Smith Complex. 1 o'clock starting time for the doubleheader. Pregame begins at 12:45 here on Extreme Sports. Here comes the 1-2. Bouncing ball to third base, going to be fielded there by Drake. His throw over to first is going to be in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning here for Waverly in the 4th.
The key to a thriving community is a good foundation. And for over 75 years, Hastings Federal Credit Union has been building and supporting Hastings and the surrounding areas, providing the support for new cars to keep you on the road, new homes to give you a place to land, or help with whatever life throws your way. With easy access via online banking or our mobile app, it's never been easier to have your financial dreams at your fingertips. Come see us at Hastings Federal Credit Union to start your banking journey today.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you. Major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
You are listening to high school baseball on Extreme Sports. Now, let's get back to the field with Mike Will.
All right, the Tigers trailing here as we bat in the bottom half of the 4th inning. It's a 3-1 ball game. Waverly with the lead. Tigers scored first. Waverly scores 3, and that's why we stand right here. 3-1. Peyton Drake is up there for Hastings. You see 6, 7, and 8 in the batting order here for Hastings High in the 4th. Drake is behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the ball hit to left field. That is far. That's going to be over the head The left fielder, Drake, is on his way to a second base. Here comes the throw in. It's not going to be in time. Drake gets a sliding double. We told you it was going to take a poke to get anything over the head of the outfield, but Waverly playing extremely shallow in the outfield today with the winds up blowing in out of the south, and Drake got a hold of that one and sends it over the head of Burkamp out in the left field. A sliding double there for Peyton Drake. So he hits the board here to lead off the fourth inning for Hastings. Monty's going to pop this one up over toward the dugout, and making the sliding catch over there is going to be the catcher in Colt Kirchhoff. So he makes the catch on the ball from Dom Monty. So Monty is going to foul out to the catcher. And now Nick Kavatinsky is going to come to the plate next for Hastings. Kavatinsky had a single back there in the second. Hastings with a base runner at second base in this 3-1 ball game. Pitch is going to come inside of Nick Kavatinsky. And the count, 1 ball, no strike. Kavatinsky, 276 batting average on the season. There's a pitch that's going to be in there for a strike. Tigers will play in the Eastern Midlands Conference Tournament next week. There's a ball that's going to be fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Kavatinsky. Hastings playing at Oakhorn on Monday, and then depending on what happens there, they'll set the rest of the schedule for the rest of the week. But the conference tournament next week for the Tigers. Next pitch is going to be inside for a ball. 2-2 is the countdown to Nick Kavatinsky for Hastings, batting down here to the number 8 slot. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Kavatinsky. He has walked only 1 time so far this year. Leads the team with 9 strikeouts. 3-2 pitch on the way. It's way outside for a ball. That's going to be a base on ball given up there. Kavatinsky heads down to the bag at first base. Coming up there next is going to be Jackson Brooks. That's going to be the 4th walk of the ball game given up by Cy Dewing. Jackson Brooks to the plate next. Brooks, he had the RBI single back there in the second inning. A chance to maybe do that again with the runners at first and second base here. 1 man out for the Tigers here in the 4th. Hastings trailing in this ball game by a score of 3-1. And you can hear the wind starting to pick up here at Duncan. That's the forecast today. That week has some nasty winds by this afternoon, they say. Pitch here into Jackson Brooks is going to be outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Hastings with base runners out at first and second. There's the ball hit out toward left field. That's going to fall for a base hit. And the throw to third base is going to be in time. Yeah, Peyton Drake, he kind of had to play that maybe halfway because he didn't know if a Burkamp was going to be able to get to that ball or not. So he plays it halfway. And when the ball fell in front of a Burkamp, it was an easy put out there at third base. So Peyton Drake is thrown out at third. Runs will be on at first and second base. And here's Clayton Arnold to the plate next. He fouls it away. Yeah, Drake had no choice there. On a normal day, that probably would have been caught by Burkamp out there in the left field. So there was no way for Drake to advance from second to third. Well, that one falling in with the winds blowing in. Burkamp picks it up on a hop and got to the third baseman to record the out. So Hastings has got 2 outs now here in the 4th inning. There's a ground ball right side, and that is going to be caught on the ground here by the second baseman, but everybody's going to be safe. Gilsdorf, the first baseman, had to come out with a bag to try to grab it. It snuck through there. Finally, Ryan grabs it on the edge of the outfield grass, making a diving grab on the ball. Arnold is going to get aboard on the single. That probably saved a run there. Maybe 2 runs for a Waverly if that ball would have got into the outfield. And now here comes the head man for Waverly. He's going to come out and talk with his pitchers. Hastings High has loaded up the bases here in the fourth inning. So a conference on the mound for Waverly. Hastings is trailing the Vikings by the score of 3-1. But Hastings High has got the bases loaded up here. Kapatinsky is down at third base. Brooksy's on at second base. Clayton Arnold's on at first base. Cy Doing is going to stay out there for Waverly. He will pitch to Trenton DeGott. So a golden opportunity here for the Tigers. Hastings trailing in the ballgame 3-1. Hastings with the bases loaded here in the fourth. But there's two men out. Trenton DeGott, a .310 batting average on the season. Pops this baby up and it's going to get out of play. First base side. No balls. One strike to Trenton DeGott. DeGott has got 9 base hits, 29 trips to the plate, 6 runs scored, 4 RBIs. He's got a double for his extra base hits. There's a bouncing ball left side. Third baseman grabs it. His throw is a little bit high. But the tag made there at first base by Gilsdorf. That tags out to Trenton DeGott getting to the bag. The throw was high by Trevor Rosler over there at third base, but it's grabbed there by Gilsdorf over at first to record the out. So Hastings lets a golden opportunity go awry here in the fourth inning. No runs for Hastings in the fourth. 3 base hits for the Tigers, no errors.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, you need a team you can trust. At Jones Group Insurance in Kennesaw, they're committed to helping individuals, families, and businesses plan for today and prepare for tomorrow. From home, auto, and farm insurance to life coverage and retirement planning, the Jones Group takes the time to understand your goals and build a plan that fits your future. Local service, personalized guidance, trusted protection. Call Jones Group Insurance today and experience the difference a hometown team can make.
Looking for the perfect spot before or after the game? Head to Miscue's Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Choose from your favorite sandwich or build your own burger or chicken sandwich just the way you like it. Your choice of cheese, sauces, and all your favorite toppings. Craving wings? Choose from over 20 sauces and rubs that bring the flavor every time. Grab an appetizer, catch the game on the big screens, or challenge your friends to a game of pool or darts. There's always something to do. And don't forget the daily lunch specials. Miscue's Sports Bar and Grill, 316 South Elm. Great food, great games, and the perfect hangout in Hastings. Miscue's Sports Bar and Grill, 316 South Elm. Great food, great games, and the perfect hangout in Hastings.
All right, back here at Duncan Field in Hastings as we head to the fifth inning. Waverly's got the lead over Hastings. The score is 3-1. Way stays out there for the Tigers. This is Caleb Ryan at the plate. He is the second baseman. Ryan laid down a sacrifice back there in the preceding inning, back in inning number 3 for the Vikings. He fouls away the pitch here. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nebraska volleyball are getting ready to play their first spring match of the season. They're up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, playing Iowa State today. There's the next pitch. He can be fouled away. 2-2 is the count. The Nebraska baseball team will play a second game of their 3-game series at Oregon this afternoon at 2. Huskers losing to the Ducks last night by a score of 7-6. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. It's going to be popped up over here. Right side, going to stay in the infield over in the foul territory. Kapatinsky grabs it, and Ryan is out on the play as he fouls out to the first baseman. Trevor Rosler is going to come to the plate next. He is the third baseman. He had a single, scored a run back there in the third inning. The Nebraska softball team, they are playing in Madison, Wisconsin this weekend. Nebraska winning over Wisconsin last night by a score of 5-0. They were playing the second game of their 3-game series. In fact, it's just getting underway here at noon. Nebraska and Wisconsin in softball. The Huskers now 31-6 on the season. They're 12-1 in the Big Ten Conference. There's a ground ball, and that is going to get through there for a base hit into center field. The attempt there at second base by Thompson for Hastings, but that one sneaks through there for a base hit. Rosler gets his second base hit of the ball game. He's aboard at first base. And for the Vikings, that's going to be their sixth hit of the ball game. Carson Malcolm is going to come to the plate next. Malcolm so far today, 1 for 2. Grounded out in the first inning to the first baseman, had a 2-run single. In the third, came around to score one of those 3 runs for Waverly. There's the pitch. It's going to be down low for a ball. 1-0 as it counts. Malcolm with a .405 batting average on the season. Vikings with a base runner out at first base. Tregan Way working from the stretch here for Hastings High. Looks at the plate, fires one of the dish, and that is going to be inside, down low for ball. 2 balls and no strikes now. Carson Malcolm, 15 base hits, 37 trips to the plate, 4 RBIs, 3 doubles for his extra base hits this year. He's going to take a strike here on the inside corner, 2-1 as the count. Malcolm has walked 7 times and he has struck out 9 times. 2 balls and 1 strike here. The leadoff hitter in the batting order for the Vikings. Waverly 8-4 in the season coming in here. Throw to first base, not in time. Rosler is back in there at first base. He's got 3 stolen bases so far this year, 3 out of the 30 for Waverly. Average lead over there right now. There he goes at first base. It's a swing and a miss at the plate, and the runner is going to advance to second base. No throw from our catcher, Jackson Brooks. So Waverly moves a man into scoring position down there at second base. 1 man out for Waverly here in the 5th. This one's scheduled for 7 here today. Waverly and Hastings High. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Malcolm. Here's the next pitch. A call, 3rd strike. Right at the knees on the Carson Malcolm. Strikeout here as he goes down, the second out of the inning. And Cy Doing is coming up there next. That is the first strikeout of the ball game for Tregan Way. It happens here in the 5th inning. So Cy Doing is going to come to the plate next. Fouls away the first pitch here on the first base side. So Way has thrown 4 2/3. He's given up 6 hits and only 3 runs. All 3 earned, no walks, and now he's got 1 strikeout in the ball game. Got him with 59 pitches so far here in this ball game. No balls and 1 strike. The Cy Doing, left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch by Way. It's going to be fouled back to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. Waverly with a base runner down there at second base. No balls and 2 strikes to Cy Doing. Way comes set as he comes to the belt. Looks at the runner at second. Throws under the plate. And that is going to miss. 1-2 the count to a Cy Doing. Winds blowing out of the south. They were 17 miles per hour at the start of the ball game. They picked up a little bit here. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. We get to roll the deuces here. Inning number 5. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. It's on the way. Tap down the first base side. It's going to be in foul territory. Guy remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hastings College softball for you tomorrow from Smith. Hastings and Morningside. Doubleheader gets underway at 1. We'll have the action here on Extreme Sports beginning with a pregame. 12:45 tomorrow afternoon. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's the next pitch by Way. Hit to second base. Thompson grabs it, goes over to first, and records the out. Ewing is throwing out of the play, and Waverly is out of the 5th inning. The Vikings, they score no runs on a base hit. No errors and a runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning with a score. Waverly 3, Hastings 1. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Accidents happen, and when they do, you need a team you can trust. At Hess Auto Body, they specialize in professional collision repair, restoring your vehicle back to pre-accident condition safely and efficiently. From everyday drivers to commercial vehicles, Hess Auto Body delivers top-quality workmanship and attention to detail you can count on. And if you are looking for something special, Hess Auto Body does that too. Do not let an accident slow you down. Trust the experts at Hess Auto Body. Call today for details and get back on the road with confidence. Hess Auto Body, 208 West South Street in Hastings.
Taking care of your teeth and gums is important to keeping a healthy smile, and that's where we come in. Dr. Corey Bumgartner of Bumgartner Family Dentistry will provide exceptional oral care services to both children and adults. They offer routine cleanings and screenings, emergency and scheduled surgical and cosmetic procedures, and a teeth whitening program to all of their patients. Whatever your dental care needs, Bumgartner Family Dentistry is there to help. New patients are welcome. Just call 402-462-6484 or stop in and see them at 2217 West 12th Street in Hastings.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammered deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone!
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great! Let's be great!
We are Extreme Sports.
All right, going to have a new pitcher now for Waverly as Cody Nienheiser is going to come in from right field. And pitch, Cy Dewing will head out to right field to take his place out there. So a new pitcher for Waverly as Cody Nienheiser will come on here in the 5th inning. Another left-handed pitcher. Hastings High will send up Owen Ablett to face him here in the 5th. Nienheiser 2-1 on the season. 1.50 is his earned run average as Ablett fouls away the pitch here. Nienheiser has thrown 14 innings so far for Waverly, giving up 16 hits, 6 runs, 3 earned, 9 base on balls, and 12 strikeouts. There's the ball hit to short. It's going to be grabbed there, and the throw over to first base is going to be in time. Ablett is thrown out from short to first. Close play there at first base. But Ablett is thrown out. Ben Wibbles coming up there next. Wibbles is 0 for 2 so far today. Blown out twice to right field. Started the day with a batting average of .273. Must be getting chilly out there. The coats are coming out. Nate Story down there in the first base coaching box has grabbed the Tiger jacket here. This game wears on. No balls and 2 strikes to Ben Wibbles as he goes around the last one and could not connect. Fans in the stands here with blankets on here today. Next pitch is going to be inside. Did it hit him? Wibbles thinks it did. And now Wibbles did come back to the plate. Remember, this is where we ran into trouble on Thursday. It was on a a call on whether or not the player was hit by. Here comes Tom Johnson out of the dugouts. This is where we ran into problems on Thursday, as Blake Marquardt was questioning the call at the plate on whether or not the batter was actually hit by a pitch or not. So now the home plate umpire is going to go out and have a word with the base umpire. What'd you see from 95 feet away? As Tom Johnson is going to argue the call here. We got into a heated discussion on Thursday, and they tossed Blake out of the ball game. That's why we're without Blake's services here today. So a very similar situation, except Tom's not involved in the conversations with the umpires down there on the first base side. All right, they say he wasn't hit by a pitch. So TJ is 0 for 1 in his arguments with the umpires today. There's one that's going to be fouled away by Wibbles. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's 1 man out for Hastings. Tigers are trailing in the ball game by a score of 3-1. I think that happened in the 5th inning the other day, too. We're in the 5th inning here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's the next pitch. It's going to be down low for a ball. 2-2 is the count. Hastings will play in the Eastern Midlands Conference Tournament next week. There'll be action again on Monday at Elkhorn. Next pitch is going to be fouled away toward the first base dugout, occupied by Waverly today. Vikings in their maroon uniforms here today. The maroon tops and their white pants. Hastings in their all whites today. There's the next pitch. It's going to be inside for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Ben Wibbles here for Hastings. There's the next pitch. He's swinging a miss and he strikes out. And the catcher drops the 3rd strike, but he picks it up and completes the strikeout as he throws her down to first base to record the strikeout. So Wibbles goes down. Zane Thompson coming up there next. Strikeout number 1 in the ball game now for Nienizer. Here's Thompson coming to the plate. Zane is 0 for 2 so far today. Fouled one back to the catcher in inning number 2. Struck out in the 3rd. 267 batting average on the season. Breaking pitch by Nienizer is going to be in there for a strike. 0-1. Nobody up and throwing for the Tigers down in the bullpen. So we'll see what happens for Hastings High as we take to the field in the 6th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Thompson. He's going to foul away the next pitch on the first base side. 1-2 the count. If we can get aboard, we'll see Peyton Drake. High school baseball coverage continues next week on Extreme Sports on Tuesday. There's one's going to be fouled away at the plate. Count remains 1-2 on Zane Thompson. Adams Central and Seward on Tuesday, 4:30 starting time. On the air with a pregame, 4:15. So college softball tomorrow. High school baseball for you on Tuesday here on Extreme Sports. 1-2 is the count. Next pitch is going to be fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Zane Thompson. Your number 1 sports streaming company in the Tri-Cities. Extreme Sports. There's a called 3rd strike, and Thompson goes down. So back-to-back strikeouts for Nienizer. The inning is over here for Hastings. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the 6th inning with a score of Waverly 3, Hastings 1. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
At Sustainable Seed Solutions, your area Bex dealer, we are dedicated to serving area farmers by delivering the industry's most diverse product lineup, backed by personalized service and agronomic support. From localized recommendations to product selection and weed management insights, we are proud to put on our boots and walk side by side with you every season. Good luck to all area teams this season. Contact Ryan, Doug, or Adam at Sustainable Seed Solutions, your area Beck's dealer, at 402-751-0089 for more information, or find us on the web at sustainableseedsolutions.com.
Since 1946, Cully Pipe and Steel continues to meet the pipe and steel needs of Greater Nebraska and Kansas. Cully Pipe and Steel is a one-stop shop for all of your pipe and steel needs. Cully Pipe and Steel stocks a wide variety of steel and plumbing products. From custom steel products to structural steel, rebar fabrication, steel fabrications, and retail and wholesale plumbing parts and fixtures, remember Cully Pipe and Steel of Hastings. They're located at 405 West South Street and the plumbing showroom at 300 South Colorado in Hastings.
You are listening to high school baseball on Extreme Sports. Now, let's get back to the field with Mike Will.
All right, back here at Duncan Field, it's a 3-1 ball game. Waverly has got the lead over Hastings High. We're in the 6th inning. Waverly coming up here with their number 3 hitter. This is Cody Nienheiser. He started out in right field. He threw the last half of an inning for the Vikings. Nienheiser here at the plate, 1 for 2 today. RBI single in the 3rd. Flew out to center field in inning number 1. Pitch is going to be down low for a ball, 2-0 is the count. Way stays out there. 5 innings pitched so far, giving up 6 hits, 3 runs, all 3 earned. No base on balls, 1 strikeout. We've got him with just 65 pitches in the ball game right now. Next pitch is going to be a little bit outside, down low. 3 balls and no strikes now to Cody Nienheiser. Hastings getting on the scoreboard first in the 2nd inning. Waverly scores 3 in the 3rd. There's a bouncing ball toward first. That's going to be in foul territory. 3-1 the count. But all the scoring so far in the ball game. We've had just 2 strikeouts between the 2 teams today. 1 for each side. 3 balls and 1 strike. There's one hit right to first base. Kabatinsky grabs it, goes over and races toward the bag at first base to record the out on Cody Nienheiser. So he's out on the play. Zach McElhose is going to come to the plate next. He is a center fielder. Started the day with a batting average of .333. He is 0 for 2 so far today. Flown out to right field. That was in the 2nd inning. Flown out to left field. That was in the 3rd inning. And here comes the pitch to him. It's going to be outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. A few fans have hung out with us here today on kind of a dreary day here at Duncan. Next pitch is going to be fouled away into the seats. We've certainly had better days today. Had rain last night. A little bit of rain this morning, but obviously with the turf, no problems with the field conditions today. 1 ball, 1 strike to Zach McElhose, the number 4 hitter in the batting order. There's a strike delivered up there. 1-2. Center fielder for Hastings, Owen Ablett, playing a couple of steps to his right out there as he looks on. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's one hit out in front of the plate. Grabbed there by Way, is thrown to first base, is going to be in time. And McElhose is thrown on the play from pitcher to first. Colt Kirchhoff is going to come to the plate next. He is the catcher. Colt is 0 for 2 so far today. Thrown out both times to left field. So he comes up here with 2 men out. Here in the 6th inning in this 3-1 ball game. Pitch is going to be in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike here to Colt Kirchhoff. There's a fastball thrown there by Way, is going to miss. 1-1 is the count. Colt Kirchhoff with a .258 batting average on the season. 1 ball, 1 strike to Colt Kirchhoff. There's one hit toward third base, but it's going to be in foul territory. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Colt Kirchhoff. Tyler Gilsdorf would be next. One ball and 2 strikes here to the catcher for Waverly. Hastings trying to get out of the inning here. This is the 6th inning. There's 2 men out. Way's next pitch is on the way, and that one just misses. You got to wait for that half a second here because the home plate umpire could ring him up here. Got that little delayed sign technique. There's a called 3rd strike, and he's out of there as a Colt Kirchhoff goes down. Strikeout for Way. That's going to be his 2nd one of the ball game, and Waverly goes down in order here in the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. The score, Waverly 3, Hastings 1. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
If you're looking for screen printing or embroidery work, turn to the experts at Protein Design of Grand Island. They have over 19 years of experience and are locally owned. The staff at Protein Design can create that shirt for your special event with custom screen printing services. Or get some custom embroidery on your clothing, hats, bags, or other accessories. At Protein Design of Grand Island, you can get the uniforms for your high school or college sports teams too. Get a quote by simply going to the website at proteindesign.com or by calling 308-203-4044. There's in-store pickup and delivery available. Protein Design, 2716 Old Fair Road in Grand Island.
Trouble's brewing at Elbow Bend and somebody's about to get fleeced. This is Mick with Maleta Vista Winery announcing our mystery dinner tickets are now on sale for the Golden Fleecing, Wild West Murder Mystery. So get your tickets at Maleta Vista Winery's events page. Come dressed as your best cowboy or saloon girl garb. Enjoy a great meal, a glass or two of hooch, and help solve the crime before the night's over. But watch your back, buddy. The outlaw might be sitting at your table. The Golden Fleecing Mystery Dinner at Maleta Vista Winery, March 28th, April 18th.
You are listening to high school baseball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at Duncan Field, we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Hastings High is trailing Waverly by the score of 3-1. The Tigers with a run in the 2nd. Waverly scores 3 in the 3rd. And nobody has scored since. Peyton Drake coming up here for the Tigers to begin the 6th inning. Pitch to him is going to be outside for a ball. Niedheiser pitching his 2nd inning of relief now for Waverly. Peyton Drake so far today has walked once and he has doubled. He's 1 for 1 today. Batting average on the season, .207 for Peyton Drake. Next pitch is going to be down low. Ball gets away from the catcher, but no problems. Nobody on the base pads here for the Tigers. 2-0 is the count to Drake. Dom Monty would be next, and then Nick Kavatinsky for Hastings. 2-0 is the count here to Drake. Next pitch is going to be inside for ball, 3-0. Hastings will play Monday at Elkhorn in the first round of the Eastern Midlands Conference Tournament next week. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. It's going to be in there for a strike, 3-1. Adams Central Baseball will play here Tuesday against Seward beginning at 4:30. Another game we'll have on Extreme Sports. Next pitch is going to be in there for another strike. Back-to-back strikes delivered up there by Niedheiser, and the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Oohs and ahs from the crowd. They're still trying to figure out their strike zone today. Next pitch is going to be fouled away. First base side. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Peyton Drake, the 3rd baseman for Hastings. Niedheiser's next pitch is on the way. hit to a second base, waiting for it. They grab it. The throw over to first. That's going to be in time. Caleb Ryan waits for that one. Gets it over to Gilsdorf over at first base. And Peyton Drake is throwing out from second to first. Hastings has got only 4 base hits in the ball game today. Tigers had 7 hits on Thursday against Bennington. They've got 4 today. Here comes Dom Monty to the plate now for the Tigers. He laid down a sacrifice in the second. Fouled out to the catcher back there in inning number 4. So he's 0 for 1 officially in his return to the lineup after sitting out some games with an injury. Monty with a .286 batting average on the season. There's one hit out to left field, and it's going to be grabbed out there by Verkamp. 2 up, 2 down here for Hastings High as Dom Monty flies out to the left fielder. Nick Kavatinsky is going to come to the plate next for Hastings. Kavatinsky had a single in the second inning. He walked in the fourth, so he's 1 for 1 today. Batting average on the season, .296, as he pushes it up toward the 300 mark. Pitching going to be outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Nick Kavatinsky. Jackson Brooks is on deck. There's the next one thrown by Nienizer. That's going to miss outside. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 is the count. There's one hit to third base. It's going to be fielded there. And a long throw over to first base. On the hop, they grab it over there as Gilsdorf grabs it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning here for the Tigers in the 6th as Kavatinsky is going to ground down to third base. Hastings with no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the 7th inning with a score: Waverly 3, Hastings 1. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Fill up on courtesy and convenience with Fill and Chill, your one-stop shop to fuel your tank, your body, and your passion for the game. With 14 locations across central Nebraska and 6 in Hastings, they've got you covered, whether you're on your way to the game or headed home with a win. Check them out on Facebook or at fillandchill.com.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this, of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
All right, back here at Duncan Field as we head to the 7th inning. This one's scheduled for 7 here today. Hastings is trailing Waverly by a score of 3-1. Tyler Gilsdorf is going to lead things off here for the Vikings. He is the first baseman, number 6 in the batting order. And the pitch is going to be outside for a ball, 1-0. Tregan Way is still out there. He's going all the way here for the Tigers today. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be same spot, but this one is a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tyler Gilsdorf. Crew Verkamp is coming up there next, and then Caleb Ryan. 3 guys scheduled up here in the 7th. There's a ground ball. Drake has got it at third base. Throw to first, a little bit low, but it's grabbed there by Kavatinsky at first base. Gilsdorf is throwing out from third to first. Neither team has committed an error today. Crew Verkamp is going to come up there next. A pretty clean game today. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Waverly. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for Hastings High. Crew Verkamp is coming to the plate next. Verkamp 1 for 2 today. Had a single in the third, grounded out in the fourth. Waverly, one of the top teams in the Eastern Midlands Conference this year. I think they're currently sitting in the second place in the conference standings. So Hastings High, a good effort here today. Hopefully the Tigers can hang on here, maybe pull one out of their hat in the bottom of the 7th inning. Trailing by a couple of runs. There's a bouncing ball again, left side. Drake has got it. Again, his throw over to first base is going to be in time. Verkamp is retired and he'll play from third to first. Caleb Ryan is going to come up there next. Ryan, so far, he's laid down a sacrifice, and he's fouled out to the first baseman in his 2 plate appearances. Way has got only 84 pitches right now as he works into the 7th inning with 2 outs. There's a pitch there. It's going to be in there for a strike on the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. The Caleb Ryan, who started the day with a batting average of .294 for the Waverly Vikings. There's one that's going to be hit right to the shortstop. It's grabbed there by Arnold. 1-2-3 inning here for Waverly as Caleb Ryan lines out to the shortstop, Clayton Arnold, and the inning is over here for Waverly. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. They go down in order for the 2nd straight inning. Hastings with a chance to win this baby in the bottom of the 7th. It's a Waverly 3, Hastings 1. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
If you are looking for good food at a reasonable price, you have to check out District 14 Bar and Pizza in Hastings. Choose a delicious, piping hot pizza with homemade thin or thick crust. Get one of their traditional pizzas like hamburger, pepperoni, or sausage, or try one of their specialty pizzas like combination, chicken bacon ranch, or barbecue shrimp. District 14 Bar and Pizza also serves your favorite burgers and sandwiches. Dine-in and carry-out are available, plus you can catch all the games on one of their big screen TVs. That's District 14 Bar and Pizza, 1105 Theater Drive in Hastings.
Spring and summer will be here before you know it. Is your camper or RV ready to roll? Don't wait until the first warm weekend to find out something's broken. Get it in now to Timmy's RV Sales and Service in Hastings and beat the rush. From winter damage to routine maintenance and major repairs, the team at Timmy's RV will get your RV road ready so you can travel worry-free. Looking to upgrade? Timmy's now has quality used and consigned campers available for purchase. Call 402-879-8893 or stop by just behind the old Dykeman's location on Highway 6. Timmy's RV Sales and Service of Hastings. Get ready now, relax later.
All right, back here at Duncan Field, Hastings batting in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Jackson Brooks going to lead things off. He tries to lay down a bunt, first of all, and fouls it away. There's a pitch that's going to be in there for a strike, and he falls behind. And no balls and 2 strikes. 9, 1, and 2 in the batting order here for Hastings High to try to win this baby in the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch is going to be fouled back to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes to Brooks. Jackson is 2 for 2 in the ball game today. Couple of singles. He's got an RBI down here on the number 9 hole. 0-2 pitch on the way. That baby's going to be fouled away. First base side. 0-2 to Jackson Brooks. A run for Hastings in the second. 3 runs for Waverly in the third. And that is held up so far. Hastings has went down in order the last 2 innings. Waverly has went down in order the last 2 innings. Hastings trying to change that here. There's a ground ball, third base, going to be fielded there. And his throw across the diamond is going to be... They've got him over there. It was off of the bag as Tyler Gilsdorf at first base came to the home plate side of the bag at first, grabs the ball, and then tags out Jackson Brooks on the head as he was heading to first base. So Jackson Brooks is throwing on the play from third to first, but a nice play by the first baseman and Tyler Gilsdorf for Waverly to record the out, tagging out Brooks as he got to the bag. Here comes Clayton Arnold to the plate next. So now there's one man out for Hastings here in the bottom of the seventh. Arnold up here for the fourth time today. He has that ball out to left center field. That's going to be grabbed there by the center fielder, Zach McElhose, in the left center. So Clayton Arnold is going to fly out to the center fielder for the second out. Trenton DeGott is going to come up there next. Tigers in a very similar situation as we were on Thursday, down by a run. We got there in the bottom of the seventh inning and went down in order. And we lose the ball game to Bennington the other day by a score of 9-8. There's a pitch here. Nearly hits Trenton DeGott. 1 ball, no strikes to DeGott with 2 men out. Nienheiser's next pitch is hit to third base. Picked up there, the long throw to first, and the ball game is over. Trenton DeGott is going to ground out to third base to end the seventh inning, and the ball game as Waverly picks up a hard-fought victory here today over Hastings High. The final score of 3-1. Hastings in the seventh inning with no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Tigers going to drop to 4-9 on the season. Hastings will play at Elkhorn on Monday in the first round of the Eastern Midlands Conference Tournament. Meanwhile, Waverly, they will improve to 9 wins and 4 losses. In the final score, Waverly 3, Hastings 1. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Farm ground is more than dirt. It's history, it's family, it's legacy. At Rooter Auction and Realty, we've been rooted in agriculture for nearly 60 years, helping landowners across Nebraska and Kansas market and sell their farmland with integrity. Our team combines proven sales methods with powerful marketing to bring you the right buyers and the best results. Licensed in Nebraska and Kansas, we know farming because we live it. When it's time to sell your farmland, trust Rooter Auction and Realty. Visit RooterAuction.com, where farmland meets its future.
Welcome to Mid-America Truck Sales, where customer satisfaction is our top priority. With over 40 years of combined experience, Joe and Brandon have been proudly serving Hastings and the surrounding communities. Whether you're looking for a top-quality pre-owned truck, trailer, or piece of equipment, we've got you covered. At Mid-America Truck Sales, we believe the buying process should be stress-free, simple, and yes, even fun. Our goal? To earn your trust and have you recommend us to your family and friends. Unmatched quality, unbeatable deals. Stop by today. We're located at 3300 UTEC Avenue, just behind Menards and Hastings. Or visit us online at midamericatrucksales.com.
Since the 1970s, Midwest Farm Management has been guiding farm families with trusted advice and proven results. We know your land is more than an investment. It's your legacy for the next generation. That's why our experienced team helps landowners make smart decisions, protect family farms, and maximize returns. For over 50 years, families across the Midwest have relied on us to manage their farmland with care and integrity. Midwest Farm Management, experience you can count on for the family you love. Learn more at MidwestFarmManagement.com.
Bill Hamburger Remodeling has been doing work in the Hastings area for over 25 years. They provide remodeling and building services for both residential and commercial clients. Their services include new homes, additions, bathroom remodeling, kitchen remodeling, window installations, doors, siding, roofs, concrete work, drywall, painting, fences, and garages. Trust the professionals at Bill Hamburger Remodeling at 620. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, see the professionals at North Shore Real Estate of Hastings. Real estate is one of the largest and most exciting investments you can make, and the folks at North Shore Real Estate are here to make sure the process is a fun and rewarding one. They serve Hastings, Harvard, Blue Hill, Kennesaw, and several other communities within a 35-mile radius of Hastings. They'll give you the guidance and support you need throughout the entire buying or selling experience. Give them a call at 402-461-6930 or stop in at 100 North Shore Drive in Hastings. North Shore Real Estate. Excellent agents, outstanding results.
When your family feels protected under our roof, they are free to dream, and you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way, American Family Insurance. Give Matthew a call at 308-389-9124 or stop in at 204 North Walnut Street in Grand Island.
I'm John Butler, Funeral Director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
And how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
You are listening to high school baseball on Extreme Sports. Now, let's get back to the field with Mike Will.
All right, back here at Duncan Field, Waverly wins it today over Hastings High. Final score 3-1. Final numbers in the ball game: Waverly 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Hastings 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors. Tregan Way, the losing pitcher for Hastings, he threw all 7 innings today for the Tigers. He gives up 6 hits and 3 runs, all 3 earned. No base on balls and 2 strikeouts for Way, so he is now 1-2 on the season. Winning pitcher for Waverly is going to be Cy Dewing. He was a starter. He threw 4 innings today. He gives up 4 hits and 1 run. That was earned. 4 base on balls and 1 strikeout. Dewing, he improves to 2-1 now in the season. Cody Niedheiser came on and threw the final 3 innings for Waverly. He allows no hits, no runs, no base on balls, and he struck out 2. Hastings scores a run in the second inning. Waverly scores 3 in the third. That's all the scoring we had today. Waverly wins over Hastings High. Final score 3-1. Hastings with 4 base hits in the ball game today. Clayton Arlt had a base hit. Peyton Drake had a base hit. Nick Kavatinsky had a base hit. And Jackson Brooks, he had a base hit with an RBI today. So the Tigers, they dropped to 4-9 in the season. They'll play on Monday in the Eastern Midlands Conference Tournament. They'll be on the road playing at Elkhorn. Next action here on Extreme Sports will be tomorrow afternoon. Hastings College will take on Morningside in a softball doubleheader out at the Smith Complex. Action gets underway at 1. Pre-game show, 12:45. Marcus Metcalf will have the play-by-play for you tomorrow here on Extreme Sports. The next high school game will be on Tuesday. Adams Central and Seward back here at Duncan Field. That game gets underway at 4:30. Pre-game show at 4:15. I'll have the game for you Tuesday here at Duncan. Getting the final score in this one, Hastings loses to Waverly today. Final score 3-1. I'm Mike Will, wishing you a very pleasant good afternoon and have a great weekend from Duncan Field in Hastings.
been listening to an exclusive presentation by Extreme Sports. If you missed portions of today's game, you can download our podcast on x-streamsports.com.
With the 4th overall pick in the draft, given the state of your franchise, like this isn't like if it were, let's say it was the Bengals or something that, you know, had an off season because Burrow got hurt or whatever it might be, and they're picking at the top of the draft. Like you could say to them, hey, this offense is so ridiculous that if they think that they can add a running back that as dynamic as Love, that they could actually go on a Super Bowl run. I mean, that is not the case for the Titans. The Titans are not going anywhere in 2026, and so. Are we sold on the fact that they're going to take a running back?